Howdy. Shavua Tov. We're at the end of Holocaust Remembrance Day, and so just a moment to think of people who died because they couldn't get to the United States because they weren't allowed. So my people, the vast majority of my ancestors, came to America because they were fleeing, living in a land of war and chaos. They couldn't put down roots, they couldn't build substantial homes. They often didn't plant crops because they didn't know if they would be able to reap them, so they mostly were shepherds. The government boundaries shifted frequently, so they never knew whether they could depend on the government that they were living under currently, so they tended to be distrustful of the government and instead rely on their families and extended families, their clans, their tribe. The place that they came from was the border between England and Scotland. These were the people who settled Appalachia. The folks who will say, well, you know, it's a white Christian country because it was always a white Christian country, they're wrong. Before that, there were already people living there, and some of those people are my ancestors too. I'm part Cherokee. But, you know, really the bulk of my ancestors came in and displaced people who were already here because they were fleeing war and terror, hoping to have a home. So I'm frequently really annoyed when people are like, you know, no, this is a white American, you know, and we can't let people in and take things away from us when, guess what, that's how the white Americans got here. In my own life, I am a part of several groups. As you can see, I'm Jewish. I'm a member of the Sisterhood of Shalom Shalom, where it's a group of, well, there are lots of chapters, but each chapter is 10 Muslim women and 10 Jewish women who get together and meet and talk and share our concerns and learn about each other's lives and holidays and practices and ask questions. And I was really enjoying that. And we were all really enjoying the prospect of having Hillary for president, and then we didn't get that. So a couple days later, I started wearing a kippah. I had never done that before. I think it's an odd custom, but it is a way to show the world that I'm Jewish, because I look around at my sisters who wear hijab, my sisters who are brown and black, my friends who are queer and look odd. I look around at these people who can't hide that they aren't normal. And I wanted to show that, you know, if I can pass for WASP, I'm vulnerable too. Everybody's vulnerable in some way, and it's really important to step up and address that. I've been doing it for more than a year now, and it's amazing. I have the most wonderful conversations with people who, you know, wonder why I'm wearing a funny little hat, or wonder if I'm a rabbi, or wonder what it means. And, you know, so I'll say, well, in the Middle East, it would mean I'm being respectful of God. Here it means I'm not a Trump supporter. And it also means that I'm an ally to anybody who needs help. So, today I was at a protest, and I chose to stay and speak with some of the people who were on the other side afterwards because I think it's important to talk. And this one guy said to me, because we were talking about whether the Bible or the Constitution governs the country. And I'm like, the Bible can govern your life in any way that you want. The Constitution governs our country. And he said, no, because this was founded as a Christian country. And I said, no, actually, you go back and you read Jefferson and people, and this was not founded to be a Christian country. That's a lie. And he said, yeah, but 75% of Americans are white Christians. And I said, yeah, but more than half of Americans are women, and it's not a female country any more than it's a Christian country. So.